Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the third day in the month of March 2023. I am Grace Dorcas Inikachi. First, the major headlines. Stakeholders drum support for mascot Kalu, insist on ABN North Honest governor. Old Naira note remain legal tender till December 31st. Supreme Court declares. Supreme Court bans withdrawal limit policy. We take commercials. We'll be right back with details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. Critical stakeholders in Abia politics, including the three clans that make up the Umahi South local government area in Abia State, Olokoro, Ubakala and Umokbara, have called for strict adherence to the Abia Charter of Equity, saying it's the only pathway for peace in the state. In their call, which comes barely 10 days to governorship election in the state, Umahi South clan said rotational governorship among the three senatorial districts in Abia is key to ensuring peace and equity. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has warned the Abia State Resident Electoral Commissioner (REC) Professor Uzochukwu Chijoke to immediately stay away from the Commission's office in Abia State until further notice. This directive is contained in a statement signed by the Commissioner Secretary Rose Oriaran Anthony. On March 3, 2023, at around 2 a.m., an explosion occurred when one of the buses carrying crude oil kicked his vehicle while it was being driven to another location where it would be refined in artisanal refinery. Crude Nigeria's oil spill alert system and members of its 1 million youth volunteers network of human rights defenders and promoters in Niger Delta have reported to ABN TV that an explosion at the crude oil tapping point in Rumekbe community in Umohu local government area has claimed many lives. A coalition of northern youth groups under the aegis of Arewa Peace Initiative has appealed to President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu and leadership of the All Progressives Congress (APC) to zone the seat of the Senate President to the Southeast region for the interest of peace and stability. The national coordinator of the group, Malam Yakubu Muhammad, stated this in a press statement signed and made available to journalists in Kaduna on Thursday. 6 states, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Delta, Edo, and Sokoto, have dragged the federal government before the Supreme Court over the conduct, collation, and announcement of the February 25, 2023 presidential and National Assembly elections. The states went to the Supreme Court to declare that the pronouncement of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, as the winner of the February 25th presidential election, be voided by the court. The Supreme Court of Nigeria on Wednesday in Abuja notified the federal government's cashless and naira redesign policy, declaring it as an affront to the 1999 Constitution. The Apex Court held that President Muhammadu Buhari breached the Constitution of the Federal Federation in the ways and manners he issued directives for the redesigning of the naira by the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN). Justice Emmanuel Akomaye Ajim, who read the lead judgment of the court, held that the president acted ultra vires by his glaring failure to consult with the National Council of State, Federal Executive Council (FEC), and the National Economic Council (NEC) before directing the Central Bank of Nigeria to unlawfully introduce new naira notes. On March 3, 2023, the Supreme Court sitting in Abuja ruled in favor of a suit brought before it by governors. The Apex Court has placed a ban on the CBN's withdrawal limit policy. During the Apex Court judgment, it was read that the directive on cash withdrawal limit is an infringement on the citizens' human rights. The Social Democratic Party SDP has called on the President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu to unite the country through a government of national unity and fast-track a process of national reconciliation. The party also submitted that notwithstanding the obvious challenges that were associated with the election and the concerns expressed by agreed stakeholders, the party stood by the outcome of the election process. The federal government has declared that 1.9 million vulnerable Nigerians are currently receiving 5,000 naira cash gifts each every month. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Hajia Sadia Umaru Farouk, stated this on Thursday at one-day stakeholders retreat on the National Social Investment Bill organized by the Senate Committee on Social Duties. While on the foreign scene, a Bollywood actor and a YouTube influencer are among dozens who have been banned from participating in India's share market. The market regulator said it made the decision after investigating allegations of price manipulation. He said videos on 4 YouTube channels were used to artificially inflate the values of certain shares. One of the greatest jazz saxophonists, Wayne Shorter, died in Los Angeles at the age of 89. A well-known figure on the jazz circuit in the last 1950s, Shorter is credited with shaping much of 20th century jazz music. On sports, former Super Eagles coach and current NFF technical director Austin Eguavoen has congratulated the Flying Eagles following their win against Uganda at the 2023 Under-20 AFCON. The Adam Bosru-led side piped 1-0 on Thursday to qualify for the semi-finals, where they will meet either South Sudan or Gambia. Also, the win against Uganda guarantees the Flying Eagles qualification to this year's FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Indonesia. This brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, we cover major stories. Stakeholders drawn support for mascot Kalu, insists on ABN North for next governor. Old Naira note remain legal tender till December 31st. Supreme Court declares. Supreme Court bans withdrawal limit policy. This and many more different platforms. Just log on to www.abntv.com.ng and you can also follow us on our social media platforms being displayed on the screen. I am Grace Dorcas in the Please the night rest, stay safe.